Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money,
sex and bodies?
Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards.
And we do it seriously.
We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic.
We used to be an Instagram live show.
And then a live show in front of an audience.
Yay! And now, a podcast.
So sit back, relax, and trust the process.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. I'm Dickie, and I am a Cancer Sun, Capricorn Rising, Pisces Moon. And Hannah?
I am a Sagittarius Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising.
And, with all that Pisces Moon in me, we just had that super blue moon. It was a full moon in Pisces, and I definitely felt that. Would you say you felt it?
Yeah.
That's the sound a guy makes when he's like over the hill and you're like, hey, Drew.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
You want a cold one?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I felt it. And also because we had a bit of a Mercury retrograde.
Yeah. Weren't like 7 planets in retrograde at one point?
They're being so crazy.
Someone at work was like, aren't there 8 planets? And I was like, yeah. 7 out of 8. And I was like, and I guess Earth can't be in retrograde.
Right. Because we're on it.
But then it's like, do they still count Pluto? Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Pluto is in the mix,
But
even if she's not a planet.
Right. But it's so funny how someone was like, I was in like a work meeting being like, 7 planets are in retrograde. And they're like, isn't that all of them? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what we do on our planet. And I was like, yeah, it's bad, actually, was my real answer. Well, in my head, I was like, ding dong ding. Just ringing doorbells looking for something to open.
Quasimodo's in there working overtime.
Yeah, putting his whole back. Yeah, I know. I tried. I thought about it and I was like,
This whole Notre Dame.
Putting his whole Notre Dame in there. Yeah, that was, well, we had a great super blue moon though. You and I kind of took to the deck and lit a fire, and we went live on TikTok, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And we burned a few sort of like cleansing sort of written manifestations for people, and did it for ourselves as well, and manifested some new things to come into our lives. And I don't know, it was just kind of nice to like get kind of all Victorian and like run around the fire. Although I will tell you, I watched the footage back of us running around the fire, and we are lumbering. We're not as fleet of foot as I thought we would look. And you were afterwards saying we got so many likes on the TikTok live, and I wonder if it's because you and I were like big stepping around the fire. Anyways, I thought it was cute, but definitely looked different than I thought.
Do you ever think about how much better life would be if you just like, if we didn't have mirrors or screens and you just didn't know what you actually look like?
Yeah.
Or, and they're probably not what we actually look like, but.
Yeah, like you caught yourself in some water, maybe.
Yeah.
Like a passing in a window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I've actually never thought of that, but thinking of it now is pretty, because you would just be able to go off of what your friends say, right?
Yeah.
And your family. And like most people say mean stuff not to your face. So.
Right.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I would love that.
I would probably think, based on what my mom says, that I look like, I mean, I guess you wouldn't really have like actresses because we wouldn't have like
right
film to look at yourself.
It would be on the stage.
Oh, yeah. I think my mom would be like, you look like stage actress Catherine Deneuve.
Yeah.
Be like, whoa, really? She'd be like, yes.
Yes, my darling.
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, well, and if that was true, then we wouldn't know how we looked running around the fire. And I think we would have just lived, because in that moment we were just living like kind of our best manic pixie dream girl.
Felt good.
Yeah, it was nice. Especially when we turned around and ran the other way. Got to go counterclockwise too. Well, is there any other witchy stuff happening around the house, Han?
No. Well, your black cat, Hunk, almost
Our
scratched my
black cat.
toe
Did he really?
just now. Yeah. And there's another cat. We've got so many cats who come around. And right now, Ariana is our girl.
Yeah. I'd say she's probably like, what, 4 months? I'm looking to see if we can see her out on the deck right now. I believe they call it a diluted tabby. She kind of has those lighter colors. She's not so dark striped. She has a little bit of like kind of grayness in her and a little bit of orange under her back, right?
Yeah, it's so weird. I've never seen one like that.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's definitely a girl, and she came to us extremely like skinny, and we've been feeding her for a week or two, and maybe even longer than that, actually. A couple weeks. She's starting to fill out, which is nice. I had to look into how we get her spayed and stuff today. So that's going to be a little adventure for us in the next coming month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have had a lot of cats around.
Yeah.
And you've been seeing other cats too, right?
Yeah, there's some creepy guys.
Oh,
They're
no.
cool. There's like the one freaky one with the bright eyes who has really dark stripes. I saw her today.
Oh, you saw her today?
Yeah, at the abandoned house. There's it's a Paul Landiker. He was like a mid-century like block print art guy. I think he was like a Cal Arts person. I could be wrong, but his abandoned house where he and his wife, because his wife assisted him, it's right up there. And it's really cool. And someone bought it, looks like, because it was for sale. And yeah, I saw her in there.
When you say that, I picture her like sitting like at the dining room table inside.
Waiting for her husband to come back from the war.
Throwing a dish after she gets frustrated.
But she probably did, because I think she helped him. The woman helped him and wasn't credited.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I could be making that up.
I doubt it.
Whatever.
I don't think you are.
But anyway, yeah, there's lots of cats around.
Yeah. And then I've been making candles.
Oh, they're so cool.
Yeah. It was funny because my sister yelled at me when I gave her a candle. And I understand my sister has a child and she's been a little obsessed with all my free time from being childless. And then I showed up to her house and was like, here's a candle. She goes, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're making candles now? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I got all this stuff. She was like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
You
she
betrayed her.
I did. And I watched her like put it on a shelf above the sink. Okay.
You know she's going to like light it when you're not gone and be like, oh, fuck, that smells good.
Yeah. How dare
she?
How dare she?
Yeah.
And I did a fun little witch dip I was showing Han too before we started because I was cleaning out some of our old like candle holders. I saw that if you take a wine corkscrew, you can pull out the old like stubs of candles. And I was like, I've been taking little like cutlery to that to try to do that. And the little corkscrew worked perfect.
It was so cool.
Popped them right out. Well, I guess we should get into our actual show and start cleansing all the stuff that we do.
Yeah. Gonna take some sage. Here, I'll give you one.
Thank you.
Start cleanse the space.
Ooh, I like lighting it off of that tall candle. That's cool.
Right. Just kind of get her going.
Yeah, we need to cleanse this space. This space is dirt, hey. That's why all the cats are around. Like, this house is in heat.
All right, just cleanse the deck.
Great. Cleanse the space. And then the last thing we do, right, is cleanse ourselves.
Cleanse our bodies.
We cleanse our bodies with a shot of Fireball. Because alcohol is cleansing.
It is. When I was in college, I had like a sore throat.
Thank you, Han.
And my friend Jewel was like, just take shots of alcohol and that burns, it kills the germs and then you won't get sick. And I was like, I love that. And so I kept doing that. And I just wanted an excuse to keep drinking and living my life. And I kept doing it. And then I had the raspiest voice for, I kid you not, 2 years.
Cool.
And it was cool, but also it was crazy.
Yeah, to like sort of exist in a deficit.
Yes.
Yeah, for years through summer
Two
and
years.
winter.
Yes. 2 years. I was like Bobby Hill almost.
Dang, you're like Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's, you know, it's funny because my family really believed in giving kids like, you know, putting brandy on your finger and then rubbing it on their gums when they were teething.
Oh, yeah.
And then I heard a lot of like scotch for a sore throat.
Mm.
And everyone still really believes it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hear you saying that the raspiness, but maybe it's not.
Yeah. It was probably just binge drinking. Because it's not like my mommy was like giving me I was like at a bar called Taylor's.
In Portland?
In Eugene,
In
Oregon.
Eugene.
It's where the movie Blues Brothers was conceived because they were shooting Animal House there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But it was disgusting. $1 beer night. Anyway.
Memories. Yeah, I feel like that's how we approached COVID too when you and I were in lockdown together.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'd probably take a shot to kill the virus.
The vid.
The vid.
Yeah.
The vidiot.
The vidiot.
All right, well, we'll take this shot right now. Yeah, just to get rid of whatever latent.
From the womb
to the tomb. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, feels clean.
Yeah, nothing wants to survive in that.
Yeah, my pipes are whistling now. Whistling Dixie. Lord. All right. Well, now that we've been cleansed, I guess it's time to do some magic.
Yeah.
Hop into our blessings and curses.
Yeah. Do you want to go first with the blessing, or do you have one? Or do you want me to
Mine might be a little long. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Mine's quick.
Let's go, baby.
I want to bless the word moist.
I love this. I really love this choice. Please continue.
Because she's been maligned.
She's been molested.
Her name has been dragged through the mud because people are afraid of, frankly, vaginas.
That's true.
People are like, I hate the word moist. Shut up. No, you don't.
Shut up.
Shut up. Moist is a great word. It's so specific. Like,
yeah,
we need it.
I mean, I feel like, and please stop me if this is taking part of your blessing,
No.
but like, it's not even like people are saying that. It's like your older brother's friend is saying moist is like a disgusting word or whatever. And then you're taking it on because you want to be cool or something. It's like, that's not an original thought.
No.
It's a passed down sort of like, yeah, you know, like your vagina gets all fucked up after you have a baby kind of thought.
Yes. It doesn't make any sense. And I feel like we are coming, I feel like it's almost over. And I'm using this blessing as a way to stamp out the last nasty little remnants.
Yeah. Turning around, looking it right in the face.
Yes. It's
yeah.
Like, get out, demon, be gone. Stop. Like, I never want to hear it again. I never want to hear anyone say, oh, the word moist. Grow up.
Right. Also, there are way worse words if you're really going to get at it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really liked torpid.
Yeah, I don't like torpid.
I don't like calculator.
I'm trying to think of a word I don't like.
I know. Most words are actually pretty great, but
yeah, or a word that makes me feel gross.
Yeah, a word that makes you feel gross. Yeah. They're all male related for me. Yeah.
Well, maybe mention piece of gross. That's not a you problem.
Okay, well, I would love. Here we go. Shall we light the candle
light
here?
her up. Thank you.
I got you little matches. On behalf of the little lovely word moist. Oh, yeah, I remember this from last time. See, if the matches were moist, it wouldn't work. Here. Light it here. Yeah, there you go. Oh my God, I held the microphone up to the wick again. Like you could hear it.
The people want to know.
The people want to know.
All right. She is blessed.
She's blessed. Beautiful.
Thank
Really,
you.
really inspired choice. I would like to bless my own brain for giving me a dream this morning. That was, I haven't had like a good dream in a long time. And this dream was so clear, and it was such a sexy little dream. And it's so funny what it was. Well, it'll be funny to you. And I'm talking to you, so it's for you. I dreamt that I was like in this old apartment or whatever, and it was like morning. It was like Elton John's apartment, actually. It was Elton John's apartment, and he was like playing the piano. We had just been at the grocery store, and we finally got home. And he was like playing the piano. And I'm sort of like, yeah, this is great, whatever. But I'm kind of walking around the apartment, and a beautiful man comes out, and he comes over, and he's so hot, and he's so huge, and he hugs me because he's like saying like hello. And as we're hugging, we do one of those like really long hugs, and he's like, in my dream, he's like 7 feet. He's so tall. Like I was like, hello. And I knew, I was like, this is my partner. Like, this is my partner. And he knew it too. I could tell from the way like the hug was like lingering. And I was like, you know, I'm Dickie. Like, what's your name? And he said his name was Theo, and that he was Draco Malfoy's friend. Which Hannah knows, I've been reading a little bit of the nasty fanfics out there. Just been dabbling in those nasty fanfics. And Theo is a friend. Does he go to Hogwarts, or does he go to the nasty one that Victor Crumb went to? Yeah, I think he goes to Hogwarts.
Okay.
I only know him from the fanfics, to be honest. And I read those books a million years ago, but I don't remember those characters.
Right.
But Theo is quite, and you know, anyways, he's been in a few of them, and he's one that has like a very cheeky personality. You know, but the guy looked like Theo James, like the actor from Time Traveler's Wife and White Lotus. He played the husband that was also a little bit nasty.
Yeah.
May or may not have kissed Aubrey Plaza. Definitely, I think, after we looked at the Mike Whitey stuff and have concluded they did kiss.
Yes.
And so then I like reached my face up to kiss him, and he kissed me, and he literally says, yes, I knew it too. Like, I knew we were going to kiss too because of like the way the hug was going so well.
Aw.
And then we were like kissing.
Oh my God, cool.
It was so cool. And then I woke up.
Oh.
But I was like, it was that knowledge that like, that's your, like, it was as if like, you're done.
Yeah.
You're tagged out.
Wow.
Rest you weary, you weary bunions. Yeah, walk off the Hunger Games, like sort of like let the youngins have it. I was like, wow, I'm done. I found him. Like, great. And it's Draco Malfoy's best friend. Like the way he said it was so reassuring. I was like, oh, thank God it's not Draco. Like I would have lost out to Hermione, but this guy is available. So anyways, bless my brain.
I love that. Bless your beautiful gray brain with so many folds.
My moist
folds.
brain. And there we go. Let's light the candle for that brain.
Malfoy's friend.
I would love to meet him again, actually. That's the real blessing. He would lumber back into my brain.
Your dreams.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I know. I've never thought I would be with a curly-haired man, but it was undeniable at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, curses. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
I'm going to curse. I do this from time to time. I'm going to curse Tim Cook. I'm going to blame Tim Cook for this. I dropped an Apple TV remote, like one of the new ones, and I shattered it. I didn't know you could do that.
What?
Like it shattered like the front of an iPhone. Like it's all like you can see the impact part, which is right at the halfway point, and then the little touchpad at the top is like in pieces, but it hasn't come out. I know that sound.
Fucking rude.
I know. I did it when I was on the Balboa trip. I just like dropped it and it shattered. And now when I try to use it, I feel like I'm doing that thing where you get little shards in your thumb.
Ow.
I know. But it's like $40-$60 to replace it or something.
That's crazy.
So I'm just going to keep using it.
Tim.
Can you believe him?
Timmy.
Why did we make it out of that stuff?
No, don't. It's a TV remote.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, Hannah. Exactly. You nailed it. I've
Yeah.
never dropped a TV remote and had it shatter before.
No. And it's like, yeah, the phone makes sense because we're touching it, we're zooming, we're TikToking,
We're looking through.
we're different apps, but it's like this is just to be like tick 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 tick. What do I want to watch? Tick tick tick. Like,
yeah, it's got buttons in it.
fucking stupid, dude.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you understanding. All right, well, I hope Tim Cook really feels my wrath as I just cut apart my thumb for the next 4 months of our lives until I finally get it together.
Fuck you.
Yeah, feel that.
Feel that, bitch.
All right.
Okay. This is a little. Go with me here, and this is probably the bad curse for an audio medium. Yeah. I want to curse the face that TikTokers make when they like are shocked that like something works so well.
Oh my God! Yes,
yes. When it's like a girl like putting on concealer and she's like, oh. They make a specific like little face like, oh my, are you seeing this? It's like, that's not fucking real.
You know who does it all the time is Jeffree Star, right?
Ew.
I know, but like I feel like every time he like comes up, he's either doing one of two things: challenging someone to a TikTok live, and I'm like, this is no for me.
Dark-sided.
Yeah, you're in his Wyoming house picking fights with like I think it's always like 3 women or something. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
He's like, who's in the top 10? I'm like, I gotta go. Or he's being shocked at a thing.
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
So, as my grandma would say, affected, which
Yeah.
is her word for half of the kids that were on the Barney show.
Those kids were.
They were affected.
Affected.
She's like, oh, it's too much.
They're pushing.
They're pushing. And that's what, oh my God, this conceal. Just show me. I'm seeing it with you.
Yeah.
And it's very this one singular specific face, and I want it to stop.
Yeah. I would love to just go with you on that one.
Yeah.
I went with you.
Yeah.
I've gone. Dang. I now will see it and I will laugh, but I will also continue the curse with you.
Yeah, it's just that when I see it, I just go, no. No. Like, it's cool. I'm so happy that you're excited. I'm so happy that you're being probably compensated by the sponsored post, but like, I'm not stupid. I'm not a little baby. I'm not a child. You know, like, oh my God, look, it's working.
I got a little baby to take care of, but it's not me.
But it's not me.
It's not me. You know what else is worse about that? When someone's doing it with like a swath of like super bright, like sparkly color, but then it's like, duh.
Yeah.
It's crazy in the like little pot. It's gonna look insane on your face.
Yeah, no dir. Freaking ding dongs. Like, just chill out.
I think
It's enough.
it's enough.
Enough.
In the words of Jennifer Lopez. Nice.
She's had enough.
She's had enough. Well, that was really good. That made me happy.
Thanks, so, sir. Well, shoot. Should we do some readings?
Yeah, I guess we should get into the tarot of it all. For anyone that's new, which maybe some people are new and dropping in right at this point. Hannah and I have been reading tarot for quite a long time. Ooh, a little Michelob Ultra. Don't mind if I do. Mm-hmm. Moist. And we've been reading tarot together, and we used to do this on Instagram Live and stuff. And we've actually got a show coming up on Halloween. Ooh. I know, spooky. And so we thought we would. Speaking of like curses, Mr. Joe Jonas. We're living in a world where Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner have linked arm in arm and been photographed. I love this as Sophie's statement. Mm-hmm. Like, this is her statement, her sort of retaliation, her response to the slander. And so we thought maybe we'd do a little reading for Sophie.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Let's do it.
I love that. I think that's great. We'll do a few readings for some topics, and then we'll do some reading. We'll pull cards for ourselves, and maybe one for the listener too. Whoever's listening out there. So should we just pull for like? Do you want to do like a relationship spread between like Sophie and Josie, like what's going on between them, or do you want to just do like Sophie herself, like her next, like her little months or whatever?
What do you think?
You know, I think it might be fun just because everyone has been like kind of guessing at what happened between Joe and Sophie. We could do that little cross.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I want to know.
Yeah. So
I have my suspicions and I would like to be.
Yeah, let's ask what the cards say. If you want to cut it or you want to draw. So what we do is we draw the cards in a cross. So the 3 cards going down is kind of like the timeline, and then the card on each side represents each person and kind of what's going on between them.
Do you think on the left-hand side will be
Sophie? Yeah.
Yeah, on the heart side.
Yeah.
And then on the right-hand side, we'll have Joe. And then the card between them is sort of them in the present. The card up top is like the past. And the card at the bottom of the cross will be their future.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And we like to do the cross down first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Whoa, weird.
That is wild. All 3 pages. Oh, no. Jeez Louise.
Damn.
You know, it's that thing where you like forget tarot is real sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's too spooky.
Yeah.
Well, Han, do you want to go ahead and tell the listeners what we pulled?
Yeah. So for the line, the 3 cards down down the center that represent kind of the immediate past, present, and the immediate future, we pulled in the top immediate past Page of Pentacles. And that is a card, like all the pages kind of represent like a novice energy, childlike energy, a beginning stage, right? So the Page of Pentacles, I wonder if it's like they met through the industry, kind of thing.
You know, they're both
Also,
kind of
they just
on the
had
same
kids.
level. Yeah, it's very like we were young once.
Yeah, it's very
Also,
young coupley.
Remember, I was pulling like a card a day, and I pulled the Page of Pentacles the other one.
Yeah.
What was that? That was the day that it's like a bad story, I think was the thing. Hold on, I'm looking for it. But yeah, I think it can also represent a little bit like the status that you were wanting to achieve, but isn't necessarily like real sometimes, you know? I think this is a different little book than my normal little one. They're all black, so it's hard to tell sometimes.
But it's like maybe like falling in love with like the potential of something as opposed to like the reality
the
of
actual
what it actually
person.
is.
Yeah. And then the one between them currently.
Page of Swords, which is a very combative.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of fighting.
Also this like war of words he's kind of slinging at her.
Yes.
And kind of like trying to paint like a new picture of her. Also, honestly, the page part of it being like a newer thing that's happening, right?
Right.
And I do think he's being very like immature.
Yes.
In the way he's going about it.
And very misguided.
Yeah.
Just like, and I think we were talking about this, like how it's, he hasn't evolved in a way. And this like sort of like PR stunt that maybe would have worked a few years ago, a decade ago. People are now a little too savvy.
Right.
Like consumers of media to like be like, no, that's not true. And it's like we all have the receipts.
Right.
We have the Zoom interviews where she's like, yeah, I love to stay home. I love being with my kids. And
right. And even just farther along, like, well, okay, so if she was partying, you know, she's pretty young and everyone has their right to party. Like, I know y'all can afford babysitters. Like, what is it that you're saying? She needs to be a little mom at home. Like, there's just a lot to it that doesn't resonate at all. And then for the future card, we pulled
Page of Wands reversed.
You know, I mean, if it's this Pages thing, maybe at least she's like, it'll be like finally like putting it behind, but it's not over.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think too that the belief in it might go away. Maybe that's what it kind of means. Like she's able to sort of turn it upside down and not have to like see it for what it is, like shake it out in a way. But either way, all very young. I don't think he's going to grow up and figure
No.
it out. You know what I mean?
No.
You just kind of have to close the door on it.
Yeah.
And also, to me, it reads like Joe changing tactics as he's going through
Yes.
the different things, right?
Yes.
Well, and for Sophie herself, Hannah,
We pulled the Four of Wands reverse, which is heartbreaking because it's a card that's like, it's like literally, it's like the Four Wands make sort of like a little arbor, and there's a couple kind of triumphantly. It's like, it's basically a celebration. It looks like a wedding.
yeah, we typically think of it as like, if it not the wedding, a very solid relationship.
Yeah. And so it's like clear that she was in it,
Yeah.
and this is like turned it upside down.
Yeah. And maybe, I think, caught a little off guard.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of reads as like everything was good and then it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's also just, honestly, even if you just look at it literal, like the wedding card upside down, it just really is like new divorce.
Yeah, totally. She was like,
Well, and also too, like if the only other, the reverse page of wands is reversed and the four of wands for her is reversed, like maybe she will be the one that like can at least, be a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
As it moves on.
Yeah. And then the card that we pulled that represents Joe.
Mm-hmm. Is the reversed Eight of Swords, which is in the Rider-Waite deck, this woman that is bound and she's blindfolded and she's surrounded by sort of a semicircle of swords in the ground, which are sort of like sticking pointy end in the ground. And typically we tend to interpret this as someone who is really tied up, but the means to escape are all around you. Like she's surrounded by little sharp edges and could just lean over and not have her hands tied anymore. Mm-hmm. But she feels as if there's no way out. It feels as if, oh, I'm surrounded, there's nowhere I can go. But actually they're to the left and right and you can move forward and back really easily. Mm-hmm. And so I think the fact that this is reversed means that he might actually be like trapped in a prison of his own making. Yes. As opposed to the idea that it's an illusion. I think it is sort of like the walls are kind of coming in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But at least your own decisions.
Right.
Like, this is happening. Mm-hmm. And he might I think he knows he's losing.
Yes. And just, I think, to me, this card too, just in this context, feels very much like he felt maybe trapped or suffocated by the responsibility of like marriage and kids or whatever. Yeah. And it's just like, he's not doing
where she was all stoked on like, yeah, because also actually if you look at it, the four wands upside down and the swords upside down, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, you don't feel trapped by those four wands with the arbor over them,
right?
But you feel trapped by these swords. Yeah.
Yeah, one looks like prison bars and the other looks like a safe haven.
Yeah, exactly. Like trees, like an oasis of trees almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, different perspectives on the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah. Which maybe that is his page of swords, is he just like took a sword at it to try to cut it.
Yeah.
And now she too, it's like the page of wands always reminds me too of the two of wands, like the sort of, and the three of wands, mm-hmm. both of them perspective views, looking mm-hmm. at the longer, kind of seeing what you got, taking stock kind of cards.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes is it the three of wands? That's, never being satisfied with what you've got.
Exactly. Yep. And always like, little grass is always greener kind of in a way. Mm-hmm. Or when I get there, when I lose 20 pounds, when mm-hmm. I'm like rich, when I finally have kids, when I'm blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we peeked at that.
Damn.
I am glad we looked at it though. I was kind of curious for her. And I do think too that the cards are kind of also saying with that wand's pulling through on her end that she's going to be okay.
Oh yeah.
She'll find someone else that also, I'd rather be a four of wands any day than a little eight of swords.
To me, it just reads like she had like some conviction.
Yeah.
And it was like, and he's just kind of a little bitch.
Isn't that the lyric from Taylor Swift's song? And Mr. Little Bitch, perfectly fine. Well, should we pull for something else? Yeah. Do you think?
Should we pull? We're in Hollywood.
We are. It's a factory town.
It's a factory town, honey. Should we pull for the strike?
Let's pull for the strike. We're living it. We're
When is
when is she
this-
gonna end?
When will this cruel war be over? A Dear America book about the Civil War.
Yeah, it'll be nice to know because we've been talking about throwing a party when it's over. So I gotta figure out when I'm gonna have to clean the house so we could get absolutely hammered.
And all of our friends can make a living wage.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Not me. I'm not a writer.
Not yet,
Nah.
Hannah. 2 of Wands. That shot.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Okay. Do you want me to cut it?
Yeah, go ahead. Give her a cut, and then let's maybe just pull 3 for the next
Yeah, like 3 months or so.
3 months. Yeah, this month, and then we'll pull for September, October, November.
Yeah.
September.
Ah,
Whoa.
2 of Wands reversed. Weird.
That is weird. The deck is listening.
Queen of Wands. Wow. She's
Dang.
having fun.
She's having
It's
fun
another
with us.
wand. Oh, okay. It's Pentacles.
4 of
That's not good.
Pentacles.
Reversed.
Reversing. It could be about moving past the grudges if it does work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look great.
Yeah. How do we read this? Okay. So 2 of Wands reversed, and then Queen of Wands, and then 4 of Wands reversed.
Or 4 of Pentacles.
4 of
reversed.
Pentacles reversed. Sorry.
I mean, I do think that it will be, it also might be too, there's like the WGA strike and SAG strike too.
Right. There are 2 things happening at
So
once,
it
technically.
could be the end of one, and then the other one also has to finally let go.
Mm-hmm.
But I also kind of think that there's been, it's, people have had some really hard times, and I do think even just moving past it it'll be over, but then moving past it is another thing.
Right.
And that's kind of what I think is like, the scars are deep, you know what I mean?
Right. Like if this 2 of Wands reverse is still like October, we're still negotiating, striking. Maybe the Queen of Wands is like a triumph and it's like ending in November, but like December, everyone's dealing with the repercussions of not being able to work, not making money.
Right. Well, and
type of
also
thing.
too, nothing even really happens. I mean, if the strike ends, they will move forward as fast as they can, even
Right.
despite like November, December usually being holiday months here where everything shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
But it also might just to be like, it's got to ratify for a couple of weeks too, and it's just going to take a minute to like fully be over. So, and as much as everyone is like, yeah, well then we can work, it's like you're not going to get jobs just right away.
Right.
They're going to have to, there's still less content being made, at least on where I work, the network side of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then streamers too have been very like pulled a lot of their slates back and canceled a lot of shows, and it's just not going to be like picked back up.
Right.
So maybe that's kind of what it's all about. Like you start, but there's still a lot left to go.
Right.
Well, okay, we'll remember that and look at it later. That's what you get
Hold
for
tight.
asking.
Yeah. Yeah, stop. Fun idea, Hannah. Damn.
Oh, I said, yeah, let's do that. That would be cool. I mean, I also think too that Queen of Wands is bigger than we're giving credit for.
Yeah, and it's an overwhelmingly positive card.
And
I think.
creative.
And creative.
You
and
know.
Good. So
Maybe that 4 of Pentacles guy is just the AI being like, now I write down your script.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Interior. Night.
Although it was funny, I was like thinking about how, they're like ChatGPT can you use for all these things? And you don't even know, like you could be in your own movies and all that stuff. And I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what I wish I could do with it? Well, not just chat, but like AI or whatever. It's like, I wish if you did have the power to like make your own movies and stuff, I would just feed in my little like Draco Malfoy fanfic and be like, well, thanks to TikTok, I already know what actors will play or what they kind of look like, animated or nay.
Right.
And you could probably just put like grown up, Emma Watson in there or whatever. If you
Yeah.
really want, I don't know. I don't care. And then just get to watch it.
Yeah.
And I also could probably put myself in it.
Exactly. You and Theo could be smooching all
I'm like,
night.
this B plot, I think, needs to take the center stage.
ChatGPT, can we ramp up the B plot of me and Theo? Thanks.
ChatGPT, her boobs are too big. You're gonna, it's breaking reality for me. You're gonna have to make my character's boobs a little smaller. Hey, ChatGPT, can this character have 2 black cats? Thank you.
Okay, actually, this might be good for us.
That's what I was telling a bunch of people that, and they were like, oh, that does sound cool. I was like, yeah, it could be like so nasty too. And they were like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, you can make your own little porns.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Okay.
Where you're like,
maybe everyone should just give up.
I think we should sign our rights away.
Let's just sign the rights
So we
away.
can just watch whatever we want to watch. So I could be like, you know what? I want to watch Pride and Prejudice with like 2 sex scenes in it.
Yeah.
That would be nice for me.
Yeah.
And if you gotta change the faces, change the faces.
Change the faces.
Well, I'll watch it with new faces.
Yeah.
If they're good, watch it forever. Or even just like a new, okay, guess what? I'm ready for a new iteration of Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
We got some new actors or whatever.
Where you got Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
Doing it doggy.
I mean, I would watch it clean too. I'd be like,
Sure. 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 Sure.
that's what we're both talking about.
We're both saying the exact same thing.
Right. But B-U-T-T.
B-U-T-T style.
Yes.
Butt style.
Butt style. Did I ever tell you about Mr. Darcy's Wife, a book I read a million years ago that is basically that?
Yes.
It's actually really good. It's like one of the things he's obsessed with is putting a big mirror at the end of their bed and they have sex. And she gets really like, she has a fetish for his boots, which I think is pretty cute.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
It's cute.
Compared to what I've seen, it's cute. Compared to what I've seen in my own head, in my own dreams in the morning, that's pretty cute. In Elton John's apartment, yeah, that's cute. Tiny Dancer. You're cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's sweet is what
It's
it is.
really sweet.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere. It's a big old thick book. It's actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a couple of them. They were successful.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife, right?
That's what it is.
Yes.
Mr. Darcy Takes a
I
Wife.
remember.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to find that. I'm scanning the bookshelf. And I know I've seen it up there.
Yeah, it's around. I might,
I'll read that shit.
she might be in my trunk or something. The books, they move on their own in the Switch House.
That's true.
I'm sure I'm like up wandering around our apartment. Like what if I not dream walked, but
Sleepwalk?
I slept walked.
Like,
And I'm just like hugging a tall like lamp, like I kiss you now.
like that. It's like in The Ring where she's like that kind of like slow mo, like or sped up.
Oh yeah, that weird like choppy like movement.
It's just like we're like
That's me in the house while you sleep.
Yeah, moving books around and like dancing with their like tall fern. Like, hi Theo.
Hi Theo. This was a good idea.
Why is the fiddle leaf plant all fucking wet? It's like, oh, because Dick's been making out with it all night.
I moistened her up and give her some kisses.
That
is the sound. You're good at that.
It's like a little bit of Sim. It's a little bit of Cajun.
It's like a little bit of Bjork.
Yeah.
But also, I'm being all creepy, but I'm in my little sleepwear, which is like usually like, like my old like cheerleading shorts and like like a shirt that says best friend. And I know I have a shirt that says best friend on it.
Wait, what was this morning? You came out and you were talking about something that was like some Home Depot thing that was like the algorithm showed you and you're like, why would I? Oh no, it was the shirt that said like, I love my wife. What was it?
It was on very clearly on a gay coded man, and it said something like, oh God, what was it? It was like take a look at these guns or something like that. It was very like, oh, I'm gonna find. It'll come back to me. The Google ad will.
It's listening to us right now. It'll find us. I love AI. I'm learning to love our new overlords.
I know. I blessed my brain and it can't even remember the little like shirt I saw this morning that I laughed so hard at with you.
But it was so hyper mask and he's like, why does it think I would like this? And she was literally wearing a blue shirt that's in like those like collegiate letters said dad.
I gotta put a post-it note over that camera. I swear to God, it was so funny. I'm like, why would it think it was like the ropiest arms you've ever seen in a white t-shirt that said something like, you could take these guns and but you gotta hold them first or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, why does it think? And it's like, people, Dad. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
Dad.
And then I have the other one that says the Grill Master. Like,
Oh yeah,
no,
it's like
the Grill
it's a big
Father.
dog shirt.
Yeah, I have
the Grill Father,
have
which is
many.
the Godfather.
Yeah.
And you also have like the big dog shirt.
It says, I am the big dog dad. And it's got a big dog with sunglasses on
Dickie
it.
is dad coded.
It's true. Well, with a name like Dickie, you gotta lean in, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, and there's something I really love about it. Why would it think I want this? It has 8 shirts exactly like it. Might as well wear a Top Gun Maverick like full flight suit to bed, 'cause that's my jam, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what we said we would do is we'd pull a card for each other and then maybe a card for the listener too at home.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we could just pull 3 cards and it'll be like me, Dad,
One
you,
for Dad,
Mom,
babysitter.
me, Dad, you, babysitter.
Yeah.
And then the listener,
And
the little
listener.
baby.
The little baby. Our little baby.
Our little baby.
Aww.
We got a little baby to take care of.
Lala Kent, we love you.
We do, actually. God.
Shout out. Shout out, Lala.
As Virgo season ends,
Oh my God.
we say hail to our favorite Virgo.
We really do.
Well, I mean, Vanderpump's also a Virgo, but Lisa,
Right.
that is. All right.
She's a little out of pocket.
Here, I'll put mine down, and she's extremely out of pocket. I think you're a slut, Ariana Grande. Actually, you're teasing him. No, I'm just kidding. Well, Lala Kent, I think you're 70% responsible for your divorce. So,
And I love all my little boys, and I'm going to give them a steak in my restaurants.
I hope James Kennedy hit Kristen. I'd pay him money to do that. Jesus, shut up, Lisa.
Girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Goodbye, Kyle. You're not important enough to hate.
Nah, that's pretty funny.
All right, let me go ahead and shuffle these real quick.
Oh, yeah. She's shuffling.
I guess I shouldn't click that. Click. I'm
Click.
back. You want to go ahead and cut it?
Yeah.
She done did it.
So is that, wait, me on the left, little baby listener in the middle, and then you?
Yeah, because it's like we're both taking care of them.
Yeah.
I like that image.
Okay.
I'm like, I hope I have enough 20s to pay this babysitter.
And then I need some more money to give my little baby some walking around money.
You're like, wow, I ate all of the mac and cheeses and I wonder if they'll notice. And it's like, I have no idea what's in the cupboards. Hunter.
Oh, no.
That's what you get for talking about this
I
drink.
know, a very unsexy card. Ooh.
Oh, sexy one for the baby.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
You and I walking off of not a cliff, but like okay, well, let's just go through it and tell the people. Henta pulled.
I pulled the 8 of Pentacles reversed, which is just not a fun card. It's like a man at a workbench carving out little pentacles. It's all about, ugh, God, even just looking at it exhausts me. It's just have to focus and work.
What's funny is how completely the reason it exhausts you is that is your life right now.
Yeah.
It kind of couldn't be more on the money. On the mentacles.
The mentacles. I'm just working. I'm just, ugh, God. It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's good. But just like, I don't
It
want
is
to.
giving chain gang, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think that also too, that is just like you're clocking the hours, man.
Yeah.
But you are still, I think it's a nice little reminder to keep clocking away at the things that we need to clock away at, right?
Yes.
Like whether it be writing, whether it be performing, whether it be, even us doing the podcast and stuff.
Right.
Like you just got to kind of keep on the grind.
Yeah.
I haven't used this term in a long time, but Jess reminded me of it. Loser grind that I was saying for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Like you on your loser grind.
Yeah.
And being on your loser grind means like going home and going to sleep early
Yes.
and like not buying expensive fun things on the internet and not adding to cart,
Yes.
but just eating your little girl dinner vegetable and then washing your body like a good girl and going to bed.
Yep.
And then you wake up early and you're like, wow, I did nothing fun yesterday and I'm doing nothing fun tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great.
People are like, hey, what's new? And you're just like, absolutely fucking nothing. And then they're like, ha ha ha. But seriously, and it's like, no, I'm actually really nothing. Actually nothing. And they're like, oh, okay. Pleasure talking to you.
And then
It wasn't a pleasure. They're lying.
They dissipate into the air. And they were ghosts the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you don't talk to actual people anymore. All you do is
Yeah.
is run around your house at night like
That was, you know,
feeling Chobani.
feeling Chobani.
Well, and then the card I pulled was the Three of Swords, which is the one where all the swords are in the heart and it's raining and it's very your typical heartbreak, which would be crazy because I'm not in a relationship. So what could break me heart? Don't want to know.
You're gonna break your own heart?
Maybe I will, or maybe this is me being cold and stuck in my ways.
Yeah, maybe you're just really sad because you watched all of Suits.
Honestly, actually, yes. That is exactly what this card is. This card is saying Gabriel Macht is not your boyfriend anymore. You wished.
You wished.
And you had it for 9 seasons. And then now it's gone. And there's one sword for each of the leads. And then also, too, it's raining because it's shot in Vancouver. It's very clearly Vancouver for New York.
Yep. Yep.
And you can just tell from the lighting and the color and also all the Canadian trees on the street. And how every actor has a hard problem with the O's.
Right. It's on the complete opposite side of the continent.
It's true.
And a different country.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy for this one, Suits.
Wow. USA.
Oh my God. I can't wait to record and check back on what these are for each of. I mean, what I gotta know about this Three of Swords.
I know. What if it's that I don't get to go to Elton John's apartment in real life? That can't be it.
That can't be it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the warning cards. Anyways, the card we pulled
For you
listening, and if you're with multiple people, you're just going to know who it's for. We pulled the Moon reversed. Hanta, you want to give them a little bit of a run?
Sure.
A little rundown?
The moon itself is, the card is very mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, well, just in describing, there's like a body of water and there's like a wolf and a dog and they're howling at the moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sort of shadowy, mysterious.
Yeah, there's also randomly like a lobstery crawfish also with arms up at the moon. And there's like 2 towers in the far distance and the moon itself has like a face in it and it's shining with some like flames or stars coming out of it. What else can you tell us about the moon reversed, Han?
Well, I think when the moon is reversed, it's about not neglecting your intuition and your feelings and actually like confronting the things that scare you.
That's the path of the way out.
Yeah. And I think specifically things that scare you about maybe yourself. It's
yeah.
about, like,
looking
going inward to get out.
Yeah. And that's sort of the 2 towers that you pass through.
Mm-hmm.
And why there's a face in the moon, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And I think, you gotta, it's a little bit of your own demons.
Yeah.
That are howling at you.
Mm-hmm.
Your own little lobster.
Yeah. So I feel like, if you're listening to this and you have a problem or something that you need to face, if there's something that you specifically about yourself that worries you, maybe it's just time to look at it.
Yeah. It's time to literally like shed some light.
Yeah.
And also I think, one step ahead of the other, right? Like it's not about racing there. It's about just getting there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good luck to you, listener.
Yeah.
Little baby of ours.
Yeah.
Our baby's got some stuff to
Little
do.
baby, do some journaling.
Maybe that's why my heart is. I'm like,
Aw.
if you would only fix yourself.
Oh, you're kind of in this situation. You're kind of more mommy.
Yeah.
And I'm daddy. I'm like, I've had a hard day at work.
Right. I'm like, something's wrong. Tell me what it is.
Woman, I gotta go to work at this vegan bakery.
She's got a barista.
I got a barista. I'm there in the mines, mining rice flour.
Barista, more like baristo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll find out what that's all about eventually.
We gonna see.
But I feel like I've been pulling Three of Swords for a minute.
Yeah, and it's not adding up.
No, and I think that it's not about something bad coming or anything. I think it means someone. Do you know what I mean? Or something. Like, I don't think it's that usual interpretation of like, you're going to have your heart broken. I think it's more about like, if I could only remember, if my brain would breast it, my brain would breast itself. Good thing I breast my brain earlier. Not like I need it. My brain is just
too breast to be blessed.
Those breastises are too small. Those blessings. Yeah, I think that if I could like remember who I've pulled this about before, like maybe that could be more of a clue.
Yeah.
I need to maybe I should look up a little clarification tarot spread.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do that next time.
Yeah. All right. Should we go to bed?
Yeah, it's time for me to pitter patter around the house. Just in that weird choppy fast forward motion.
Theo's waiting.
Theo's waiting for me. He's like, hurry up, go to sleep.
Time to kiss. Time to kiss.
Time to...
Elton John won't stop hitting on me.
He goes crazy when there's not a lot of people here. He goes absolutely crazy, that little man.
Can't take it anymore. Let's go save Theo.
I will.
It's bedtime.
All right, y'all. Well, follow the moon. Get out of there. We're here for you. From the womb
to the tomb.
Bye-bye. I pressed my blade